Okay, so I'm going to give you perhaps 20-30 seconds or so of teaser footage, of some sounds, of some secret sort of shots to try and help decide if you can work out what the car in question this week is. The vehicle is through next door behind me. It's one of 37 made ever worldwide. If you've been on Instagram, if you've been following me on Instagram, you will have an idea of what the vehicle is if you've been catching up on the latest during the week whilst this car was with me. However, let's start with an engine startup. Battery light is flashing, which is terrible planning, and my battery charger is at home, so from now on we might have to switch to the phone to record today's footage, at least anyway. So we have an Aston Martin. You can spy the badge there. You may have spotted or you may have recognised the car already. It was absolute news to me. I didn't know this car existed, to be honest. The car arrived as a surprise booking. The booking's been in the diary for a long time. It's one of a few that's come in from overseas again. It's a 1989 Aston Martin Vantage Volante Zagato. It's one of 37 ever made, and it's extremely rare in that out of the 37 convertibles, it's the only one with this engine. This is the bigger brother engine from the Vantage. It's a V8 Vantage engine, which is the only one that engine was put into. It's shoehorned under the big power bulge there on the bonnet, which I'll show you into later. So yeah, extremely honoured to be able to get to work on this. So the vehicle's here for the white detail, full major paint correction, interior wheels off, all the protection. It's just gone 12:30, full decontamination and wash stage has been completed. So it's time to do some polishing. Just gone 7 PM, Monday, end of day one. I've not done a great deal of filming because I'm on the mobile. Lesson learned, schoolboy error, forgot the battery charger for the Canon. Back in tomorrow with that. Progress, slow. Polished the front bumper and the lip. Polished and cut the rear bumper and the lip. This side skirt, that side skirt, this lower portion, that lower portion. Plenty to get stuck into still. It's such a tricky colour to see the damage, never mind photograph the damage. Not done a great deal of filming because I'm on the phone. Back in tomorrow, I'll update you then. Good morning, Tuesday. Back on the camera, back to work. So Terry's done the back end, I've done the side skirts and sills, the lower portion, some of the detail on the badges, the indicators, the side repeaters, the face now with the bonnet. There's a lot going on here. Light. I'm just gonna kill the big lights, Terry. What you can't see at this point is a great deal. The colour is a bit of a problem. Now, all you can see here is the exact area that the light is shining. You can't see 2 inches to the left or 2 inches to the right. So there's lots of so you really have to make the most of the light sources that you have. So once the spotlights are all rigged up and I've got this multi-match fired up, I mean here, look, under the light you can see the sender marks, but look, 3 inches above and 3 inches below is blind, it's muted. You have to track and you have to move and you have to follow and use as many light sources as possible. So the edges, the bulk inside these channels here, it's going to be good fun. The power bulge itself is going to be an interesting one to navigate, I'm sure. The best part of the rest of the morning I think will be spent on this. And some nice deep stretches here as well. Running. This is hard. No.
You got it?
Terry's laughing because I'm trying to touch the screen with my nose to focus. You have a go then. Try and touch my finger. Alright, smart. Alright, autofocus, manual focus. So next to the fingerprint, the scratch here. So now the lights are set up, we get a better opportunity to see the more obvious marks and the individual deeper marks, the horizontals, then the ones that run up the bonnet. Going to be here for some time chasing this lot. later, the bonnet is complete. Oh, crack. What do I need? There are some pretty interesting angles on this. This section here, there's lots of curvature, lots of gully action to tackle. So, as you can see, I'm not trying to show you the correction here because this is the residue yet to be buffed. But what I do want to show you, it's a great opportunity at this point to look at the panel edges. You see how gubbed up it is on this panel edge. There's a big patch of dirt here, sort of a bit higher up. These sort of areas, all of this sort of stuff happened on the front end. It's happening down the sides and the mirror. As we're working around the car, this mud fibre stays on me in my spare pouch on my apron. So with the help of a bit of a wooden skewer, it's a good thing to be able to go down these edges with a bit of polish to clean them all up. There you are. Gunk and dirt and grime from the edge of the panel. Now if we go again, it's clean, it's fresh, it's taking the dirt off the edge. The only thing we're left with, whether you can make it out, tiny little impression here, one here, which are probably stone chips or some form of road rash, so they can be touched up at a later date. Next up, I've still got the majority of the wing is finished. I've still got the very edge to do. So look here, the haze. I've not wanted to put the 3-inch over this. So what I'm going to do now is bring the hybrid out. And it's a more accurate way to tackle this edge without fear of putting too much pressure on the panel edge. 10 to 6 on Tuesday. Now the Aston Martin DB9, the ceramic grey DB9 vlog episode 36, the one prior to this, is about to go live. Ceramic grey DB9 vlog 36, edit. To the bottom, privacy, public. I haven't done my tags, I'll do that later. Again, do check below the videos in the description. There's all the information on what is covered in that episode, plus a bit more. Thumbnail, save, public, edit, saved. We now have a new vlog episode live. What's this? I've just buzzed. Twitter, Aaron. Hi Jim, can you wish my mate Jordan Wilkinson a happy birthday, please? He's a huge fan. Okay, Jordan Wilkinson, happy birthday. I would sing you a song, happy birthday, but I fear there may be copyright issues. Taking a break from polishing, I've just posted the video. It's 6:10, Tuesday night, and I'm turning some attention to the engine bay. Not wanting to put a great deal of water, understandably, into this bay. But look how busy it is. A combination of steam cleaning to reduce some of the grime, perhaps the Autosmart tornado, the tornado, whatever you want to call it, to get rid of some of the other dunky areas. Engine built by Mick Wilson, Aston Martin Lagonda Limited. Just a back-breaking, timely. What's that? Sound and a back-breaking, timely process. Last day polishing today. We just have now. There is this passenger side door. You can see there's quite a lot going on here. But again, look how unforgiving the lights are. All you can see is this area. You can't see anything here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. You have to move to find them. Just go to the very bottom of the door. Loads of sander marks, paper sander marks. All that needs chasing out. Buffer drills in there somewhere as well. Of course, these ledges need cutting as well on the very top. And not the light set up properly yet, but this inch here, this inch here. Improvements are being made on the lower portion of the door, although here, the very lower inch, you've got the scars down this bottom channel. It's going to take some chasing to eliminate these altogether. But after a cutting set in the middle of the door, it's difficult again to get the focus on there, go across sort of the haze and the bad stuff that was in the middle of the door. There's that one there, it needs another chase to get one or two localized scratches. But so far, looking good. Complete. We're having a dust down, slowing it down, a sweep up to this place. Feels disgusting. Well, you better come get it, 'cause I ain't gonna wait for you. Just gone dinner time on Wednesday and the cutting is complete. I've refined this wing. Look at that. The hard work now starts to pay off. So all the lengths we go to during the cutting stage, looking pretty good. Mirror, door, wing, bumper, and the bonnet. And then the polishing's complete. very last area to polish. You've not seen these came off the car very early on. They are the lens covers from the headlights. As modeled by Terry, now in the better light you can see the reflection of my light here. Look left and right, you've got the haze braking left, braking right. All this can be improved. I'm guessing it's both the inside and the outside of the lens. So it's going to have a light cut and refined.
Just couldn't get it down. Tell me that you want my love. Well, you better get it done. 'Cause I ain't gonna wait for you. You better come. Get my love. Come. Get my love.
Alright, so with the exception of possibly a few smears and fingerprints, certainly a crisper, sharper, brighter clarity. Just hold it there, focus on this bit. Got it? Yeah. Wow. Just having 10 minutes to catch up on social media, have a cup of tea, recharge before a couple of hours this evening, approaching 5:15. The next job, having been underneath the vehicle with Terry doing the chrome work and the exhaust pipes and the manifold all the way back, is IPA the panels, the paintwork, wipe it down with alcohol to strip off any battery lights flashing, strip off any remaining polish residue before the Fury yellow touch-up is used. I'm tired. Early night. No, actually, I've got a unit. I've got to edit the unit tour video. Thursday, late start for me because I've had my ears lowered again, haircut. Terry's been in this morning, had the wheels coated inside and out there, sorted. There was some bright work action under the back end on the exhaust all the way back, which I think you've seen already. Moving on to the interior. I mean, overall, it's a clean place. It just had, it's just dusty, just years and years of dust on the surfaces. So all it's had so far, the console, the dash, the sides, it's just been wiped. So this is the dirty water from Not even the carpets yet, so this is just from the surfaces and the dust on the dash and the plastics and the door cards. So next up, it's the leather, and then been given the go-ahead, it's a bit backwards now, but they're given the go-ahead to remove this from the engine bay. It's rotten. Now for this to come off the vehicle at this time, very backwards. This really should have been one of the very first things to happen under the engine bay, because of course this is all nice. So what happens, I don't know, but as one car is finalised, another is dropped off. All this needs doing still, if you're wondering why it's all greasy and patchy. That's spillage and overspray from dressing the engine. Woo, shiny. These finishing, oh, still got the head torch on. I genuinely didn't know that was still there. Brightness. These finishing touches seem to go on forever. Toothpick, I haven't even started the toothpickery yet. Toothpickery is literally a toothpick with a cloth wrapped around it, getting into all the gubby areas around the badges and seals and door shuts. To eliminate any trapped bits, but for now I'm going to sort the grill. That head torch should be quite handy, to be honest. What if it wasn't dead? Oh look, spare. So you've probably already seen the R8. This vehicle was one. I think it featured in vlog episode 10. 2 Germans, 1 drone, I think it was called. And it was given the full treatments, the full works, about 12 months or so ago. And vlog 10, the vehicle reappeared for a localized repair on this rear quarter after a child's bike was scorched down one side of the rear wing, resulting in some good scratches. Today, the car's just back in for a very brief sort of once over. The owner now has a garage for the vehicle to go into. Previously it's been living on the roadside, on the driveway outside. So it's just very much once over engine bay, top up things and dress things and sort the interior just so they can be tucked away. So the most part of today is going to be spent finalising this. So far it's had a bit of a wipe down and full wash. Looking well, looking really well considering how long ago it was first treated. Shows with the correct care and maintenance. A few stone chips there now. The vehicle has been tracked a few times, I know that much. What is achievable? So when people ask how long does the finish last, or how long do you want it to last, this is getting on 12 months, if not more. So finalise this. This is pretty much there. I need to record the after footage and hopefully get out there in the sun for some aftershocks. When the Audi R8 customer asks, can you drop the vehicle off, which is about 20 minutes away, you say yes. So that's it, one Aston Martin Vantage Volante Zagato complete. The vehicle has been here for the 5-day treatment, part of the WhiteDetails service. Chasing paintwork perfection where safe and possible to do so. Interior treatments, fabric hood treatments, in this case the wheels off, the underbody, what was possible under there, the exhausts and the brackets, that sort of stuff, the chrome work. And then the engine bay. I have to admit I didn't think this car was much of a looker when I first saw it on the trailer. I think I said earlier, it arrived as a surprise project to me. Now, having been through the treatment, it's amazing how things sort of grow on you. The colour, especially the looks, the car itself is such a special thing. Great opportunity and a privilege to work on such a rare motor vehicle. So I'm going to keep it brief for this one. Back in action next week on an Audi RS4, again the white detail treatment. Thanks for watching, as always. Thanks for the kind words and support. There's lots of humbling messages and emails come through with offers and opportunities and sort of invitations to travel, which is certainly exciting times. And looking ahead to next year, 2018, between now, middle of August and Feb, I know exactly what I'm doing every day. It's all in the diary, it's all planned, it's great to be busy. But I'm sure there's opportunities there that I'm sort of missing out on. Certainly missing out on some nice work as well. Those that saw the last episode, vlog 36 on the ceramic grey DB9, I mentioned there, I think, that there was a unit tour video coming. And sure enough, on Instagram, I've announced the fact that once we get to 15,000 subscribers, currently today, I think we're about 14,100, 14,200. The unit tour video has been recorded. Hopefully it's going to serve its purpose. And that's something to look forward to at the 15,000 subscriber mark. So be sure to find us on Instagram for the daily insights and behind the scenes, Facebook as well. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It'll help the subscriber base grow to that 15,000 mark quicker for the unit tour. Do like the video if you've enjoyed. Please share with your friends and communities online. And until next time, see you soon.